Welcome all of you, and I believe you can share my see my screen very well. So this is the sixth webinar in this series. I'm going to discuss with you about British India Queen Victoria wrappers, and there is few things which I did research and which I wanted to show you in this presentation. And it's a great opportunity and for me to have this type of platform. And thanks to Philamart and the Royal Philatelic Society London to provide such type of platform. So in this presentation, this is the high level agenda, or you can say scope of this thing that we are going to discuss. So introduction and the background of rappers, specifically British India Queen Victoria rappers, I'm going to take here. Archivals of that, including like artist sketches, hand painted essay, dye proof, cancelled, and specimens produced by De La Rue, Queen Victoria wrappers, some of the knife study, and ordinary uses of wrappers and official wrappers. So this is the high level agenda which we are going to discuss. And apart from this, what I wanted to tell at this moment, like same wrappers were also issued in Zanzibar and British East Africa with overprint. So those I have not covered in this presentation. So let me give a very quick background. I think this is a very common newspaper wrapper. So there are various terms which philatelists they use. They call it as a newspaper wrapper. Some of them they say it's a packet wrappers or maybe book post wrappers. So in United Kingdom, Post Office has issued newspaper wrappers in 1870s, but in India those were available in 1895. So in 1st May 1895, these newspaper wrappers were introduced, and those were on buff wow paper with the dimension of 297 to by 125 mm. So its length is vary from 297 to 300 mm. So that there's just like variation comes when we measure those. So these are two wrappers. One value is a half anna green, and another one is 1 anna brown at right hand side. And these are approved and issued items. So moving towards some of its background, like there was a verbal request to De La Rue that they have to produce newspaper wrappers like what they have in United Kingdom. So De La Rue have made 8 specimens, or you can say 8 samples of that, and that time those was hand drawn and colored, washed, outline stamped, and those were produced by De La Rue. In with respect to that, British India have issued stamp paper newspaper packets on 1st of May 1895. Those were having stamp printed on it on wrappers. Those were carrying two values. One is half anna and 1 anna, which we have seen in our last slide. And stock of wrappers were supplied to major British India post offices on 25th of April 1895. And the order was given to De La Rue that they had to dispatch in reams. So one ream contains 480 wrappers to the following presidencies. So this was the quantity were issued to Calcutta Presidency, Bombay Presidency, and Madras Presidency of half anna and 1 anna wrappers. And those wrappers were sold to the public uh, at all post office and stamp vendors at the following rate. Like for half anna wrappers, any number which is less than 6, the unit means for each item, the price was 7 pies for it. So RAP, it's R stands for rupees, Anna, and pi. And the packet of 6 was a wrapper packet. For each packet or per packet, it was 3 Anna, 6 pies for the cost of that. Similarly, for 1 anna each wrapper, for less than 6 items, it was 1 anna and uh, 1 pice was cost of that. And similarly, for the packet of 6 was 6 anna and 6 pice for this. So in other words, 1 pice was additionally charged for its stationary charge as an stationary charge. Now there are few archivals which we will see here. So this is an artist sketch. So this was the portrait of Queen Victoria of later life, and this was authorized, and this was used in many of those all later issues of Queen Victoria's life. So this is the artist sketches made by Mr. Robert Mears, and it appears that those sketches were made to show prototype of wrapper design. So I wanted to highlight here that these are artist sketches. They are not complete design. So you can see that those are a rough performer type of thing, or maybe you can consider as a rough prototype. Those were produced, and the design for this was Queen head was based on Von Angeli design of her portrait. After that, there was hand painted essays were produced for each issues, and mostly they all are unique. Uh, I have not seen any which is duplicate in nature. So at left hand side, you can see this was unadopted essay, and the right hand side, which is adopted essay, and they are hand painted essay. So it's part of Mr. Sandeep Jaiswal collection, and those at left hand side, you can see that the corners of these wrappers. Let me show you with annotation. So these corners are different, and this was an issued item. So such type of variations can be seen on those hand painted essay. And this one was left hand side was produced at the 15th Feb, hand written date on top of that, and similarly at right hand side, like on produced on 29th January 1894, which was approved. Uh, this is an hand painted essay of 1 anna. So it was produced on 15th Feb 1894. It is also from De La Rue archives and part of Mr. Sandeep Jaiswal collection. And this was also adopted essay, which got adopted, and subsequently those were produced and printed. Once essay were finalized, this is the die proof of portrait, Queen Victoria portrait, which I have shown in image 7. So the head of die for Victorian wrappers was proved in July 1894. It was finalized, and the original die number was 59, was finalized on 17 July 1894, and its punch number was 60. These are proof of half-anna wrappers and 1 anna wrapper, while proof of half-anna wrapper is on complete letter sheet with dated manuscript dated on top of that is 11th December 1894 in bottom, and this design was registered on 11th December 1894. While at right hand side, this is a die proof cut of 1 anna essay, and this is on hard card, and this design was registered on 19 November 1894. Moving forward, These are images of cancelled items. Those were perforated through items. Those were having hole in this entire piece, and you can see that both have variation. One is perforated from front, another one is perforated from back, and they were kept in their De La Rue guard book as a sample. So it's again, no, these all are highly scarce, and you can say the highly rare items. Uh, Moving next towards like specimens. So specimens on wrappers were also produced, and they are also rare in nature. And its specimen type is Samwell type 7, which were having measures of 15.75 m cross 2 millimeters. And one of the differentiator here is that they were not having any gum, while all the issued wrappers were having highly gummed at back, so that the it can carry the weight of newspaper. So the gum was very heavy, heavily pasted, heavily applied on wrappers. I have also noticed that there are initials at bottom which I was not able to decipher, but there are similar type of initials were available which I was able to observe on proof of packet wrappers. I, when we say in our previous slide, we talked about that those were supplied in rims. One rims was carrying 240 pieces. So this is a newspaper wrappers or the packet of wrappers which were having 120 items in it, and its price was 4 rupees 6 anna with the same calculation. And this is also proof of that wrapper. This was also not issued. This was also banned, created, and it is having initials with JSP, which is Mr. J.S. Parchival. So similar type of initials were there on earlier one, but not exactly same. Here, now moving towards next items, which is about some of the study which I can say it's about newspaper wrapper knife. So I have classified here. You can see I have given some of the notation like A, B, C. These are different lengths, and in this area the gum was applied. And in this knife, what I have found, these are the variation. Those are uh, commonly we can observe those. Of course, some of them are scarce, but we can definitely we can get. So you can see the difference like from 28 to 38. If you can see on A, the length of A. So those having the variation in similar type, you can check in the degree. Like this is the angle between this slanting line A and this base, which is theta. If we can consider, so like 70 degree in some of the wrapper, you can say it's a 63 degree and 61 degree. So for both, there are some common in half anna and 1 anna wrappers. Similarly, what I have observed in specimen, this dimension is bit different, right? So this was a small calculation of that. Now, just showing one example of this differentiator, I have taken two examples, A and B. You can see in A, this slanting line is very lengthy, which is having more magnitude compared to the wrapper B, which is having smaller one. So this was a knife comparison, and I have done with many mint items as well as used items, and found those uh, table and computed those measures. As on stationery, we generally focus on what type of uses it was having. So mostly those are very easily available uses we can find out. But relatively common, I will say the Indian local uses are much common for half anna, while went abroad from India to abroad, a bit scarce, but we can also find them very often. Like this particular example was uh, sent from Travancore to Austria, and Havana green wrapper, and as it was overseas, so Havana was a weight to under 2 ounce. Uh, just a minute, please. Yeah. Similarly, for 1 Anna brown wrappers, this is the example where I have shown that this is having additional franking of half Anna, and used from Rangoon to London on 1896. Example of used abroad Zanzibar. As I told you in beginning that I have not taken Zanzibar overprint, but before 1895, Zanzibar having all the supplies same as British India. So without overprinted stationery and stamps were used in Zanzibar also. So this is the half Anna green operated with 1 Anna and sent from Zanzibar to Kilwa, which is which was German East Africa at that time, and sent on August 9, 1895. This is another used example which we can see here, which is as an unclaimed letter, and half Anna green wrappers was used from Mandala to London in 1905, and I have just tried to describe it from where it went. The uh, beauty of that is, it came back to Mandala on 17th August 1905. So it took around approximate 2 months, and it came back to India back. And in between, it was the return letter branch. It went to return letter branch, Newcastle, United Kingdom, and from that return letter branch, which was a type of DLO, and from that it went to DLO Bombay, and subsequently it went to DLO Nagpur, and back to Mandala Bay. Another example of 1 Anna which was used by General Family Pension Fund and sent from Calcutta to Rajmundry 1897. This is the example of cutout used, cutout of 1 Anna wrapper and used on envelope. So the rate of envelope was different than the wrapper. So here it was up to 1 tola. It was 1 Anna at that price. So this envelope was sent from Bombay to Modanpura in 1896, and it has delivery cancellation of port. And just as a side note, line in 1907, Department of Post and Telegraph has issued a circular to discontinue all uses of cutout. So this was use of 1896. Another great uses of that was official uses. So let's discuss of some of that. So uh, official wrappers were printed locally and was employed for the editions of any of the government press printing. So in India Post number 63, there was an article from Mr. Derek Lang, and in that he have quoted Mr. Cowan that Cowan also stated that these on HMS wrapper were uh, created, or you can say the overprinted during the region of King Edward VII, and probably those were overprinted locally at Calcutta Government Press. So that was his quotation, and So there were three major classifications which we can see on official wrappers of Queen Victoria. One is manuscript, another one is rubber stamped, and local government press printing. So this particular example is of manuscript where on HMS is written on top of Victorian stamp, and it was sent by proofreader government press and sent to Cochin. So it's just a manuscript dimension. And this is another example of official wrappers of Queen Victoria Half-Ana wrapper, where we can see that this have design like on HMS on top of stamp also, which you can see on Victorian stamp also. This has this design, and the beauty is that this length varies, which is I have shown in 42 by 5 mm, and these are scarce. These are scarce, it's not easily available. So it's difficult to do comparison and study of that. So and the according to Mr. Derek Lang, that those stamps may have been overprinted at Calcutta, but additional printing could have been done at locally. Local means from where they have used. But most of these wrappers which we can see are used from Lahore division. And this particular example which we are seeing as of now is used from Dalhousie and Dalhousie to Dalhousie and then redirected. One more point which I wanted to focus here, the distance between H and M was 9 mm. So this also vary in in few of those examples. This is another example. You can see again here on top of this wrapper we can see on HMS, OHMS is written, and this OHMS size is different, its fonts are different, and this example used again from Dalhousie to Kasoli on 17th September 1907, and this time the distance between H and M is 12 mm. So in earlier example it was 9 mm, so it is having a different dimension altogether. Another example where this on His Majesty service only is written on top of wrapper, and its measure is 53 cross 2.5 mm, and it's used by military accountment by Northern Command in 1906. And moving towards some of more examples which are used for gadgets. So this is example of Assam gadgets where on His Majesty service is printed at bottom of this Queen Victorian step, and its measure is 46 cross 3 mm, and sent from this Assam gazette was sent from Shillong to Sibsagar. Now it says Sibsagar. Another example where on His Majesty was printed on address slip itself. So instead of printing on wrapper, they have used on their address slips and address labels, and those labels were pasted, and just like it also comes like this is the example used by Hyderabad Residency on 3rd of August 1905. Another example where written is on HMS service, again on label, and used by Gazette of India, by Indian Trade Journal, and it was printed by Government Printing India in Calcutta. Now the next few of the series comes like a rubber stamp. So this type of fonts were rubber stamped, like complete on His Majesty service only, and this was produced by 3rd Lahore Division, Lahore, and from Lahore to Quetta it was sent in 1912. So this was having measured like 73 cross 7 mm. So one of the things that they have missed, why they have it's typo here. They have misprinted this. Another which is rare, I would say this one is the rare. It's on brown on HMS. This also have some variation from the green one. So probably the combination of them were tried in multiple times, we can say, or in multiple printings they were having. So this is 34 cross 5, and the on HMS which is printed on stem, this one is the same like the one of which we have seen in green, but OHMS which is written on top, it is having a different printing altogether. So this one was used from Lahore to Ambala in 1907. Another example of rubber stamps, I believe this have on also in rubber stamp, but it got hidden due to this address slip. And this rubber stamp says it's on at Majesty Service. So probably its size is more than 60 mm plus, and sent to Cochin in 1906. Another used example, which is used from Chitral Relief Forces, and in 1895 this Hafana wrapper was used from Chitral Relief Forces with postmark FPOI number 1 and sent to London. So it was carrying the regimental journal, and here we have some of interesting philatelic uses, which you can say is a mint of it. Or mint of it was wrapper. This wrapper mailed to UK, sorry, to Havra in 1907, which is having 2 additional franking. And this one is the example, beautiful example of Coronation Darbar. And this special over printed happened for Coronation Darbar, and this newspaper wrappers were sent from Simla to Subatu in dated 15 September 1902. And so there was a 7 members committee. Those were headed by Mr. H.S. Burness, and he was formed an organization that all those Darbar postal stationery were being used by those committee members, and those committee members were using such type of stationery which was having overprinted on top of that, which is Coronation Darbar. So it's example of 1902. So I'm moving towards now end of this presentation. My sincere thanks and gratitude to Mr. Ajit Singhi for providing me guidance and images which I have used in this presentation, and Mr. Sandeep Jaiswal for providing many images of this presentation, and his vast knowledge, my friend. Mr. Max Smith is my go-to person for any type of postal history, and if I get a stuff of from where to where it went, and what type of route and date it was, I'm thankful for this, for providing the information. And of course, Pratisad is all-rounder, always supporting me on many ways, and similar ways Mr. Sunil Ranasaria, and at the same time I'm thankful to Mr. Pravesh Gupta for providing the images of some items, like Coronation Darbar. These are references which I have taken while doing this very quick study, and you can find that Mr. Derek Lang's book, like British India Postal Stationery, is a very popular and common. The recent book which was published by Mr. Sandeep Jaiswal, British India Queen Victoria Stationery, is I can say it's a type of Bible for all serious stationery collectors for this period. And there were articles written by Mr. Ajit Singhi about postal stationery exhibiting. And from there, I have taken some of such information. And there were postal notice issued by Director General of the Post Office of India, Director General Circular number 8/4, and those were related to wrapper and its information. And similarly, like Patricia book is very helpful in all those British India postal stationery. Specimen measures, I have taken help from Marcus Samuel, and of course India Post 63. So I'm coming towards it's end of this presentation, and I'm handing over to Mr. Pratisad back. And if there is any question, query, definitely I will try to help you in that.